There are people who have never been taught anything, and know everything, have never been anywhere, and understand everything, have never given a moment's thought to anything, and comprehend everything. Blessed hands is the name bestowed on these fortunate beings. The world envies, honors and respects them. One cannot live on potatoes alone. It is said that one wants bread with potatoes. And when there's no bread, a Jew takes his stick, and goes through the village in search of business. Playing nuts is a game like any other, neither better than tops, nor worse than cards. The game is played in various ways. There are holes and banking caps. But every game finishes up in the same way. One boy loses, another wins. And, as always, he who wins is a clever fellow, a smart fellow, a good fellow. To go to the synagogue with one's father on the Passover Eve, is there in the world a greater pleasure than that? What is it worth to be dressed in new clothes from head to foot, and to show off before one's friends, than the prayers themselves, the first festival evening prayer and blessing? Remember, you must not sleep at the Seder. If you do, Elijah the prophet will come with a bag on his shoulders. On the 2 first nights of Passover, Elijah the prophet goes about looking for those who have fallen asleep at the Seder, and takes them away in his bag. It is an old custom amongst Jewish children, to become warlike on the Lag Ba'omer. They arm themselves from head to foot with wooden swords, pop guns and bows and arrows. They take food with them, and go off to wage war. When you die, others who think they know you, will concoct things about you. Better pick up a pen and write it yourself, for you know yourself best. You see how it is, my dear friends. There's no pleasing everyone. It's hopeless to even try, and the more you play the peacemaker, the less peaceful things become. This is an ugly and mean world, and only to spite it we mustn't weep. If you want to know, this is the constant source of my good spirit, of my humor. Not to cry, out of spite, only to laugh out of spite, only to laugh. It is an old custom amongst Jewish children, to become warlike on the Lag Ba'omer. They arm themselves from head to foot with wooden swords, pop guns and bows and arrows. They take food with them, and go off to wage war. There is nothing in the world, I tell you, so maddening as a person who doesn't answer when you abuse him. You shout and you scold, you are ready to burst a gut, and he stands there and smiles.